Hey, welcome to the Essential GM. I want to talk about Spelljammer 5e. We've actually seen a decent amount of material between all the little pieces that are out there. We've got the DM screen, the Monstrous Compendium, the Unearthed Arcana stuff, and in July we're getting a prequel adventure. And this is a pretty big purchase decision, at least in terms of things that have come out for 5e. It's $70, we have a DM screen, a poster, and 3 books that add up to 192 pages, which is less than a lot of regular books that cost less than that. And even when you figure in free stuff like so far one Monstrous Compendium and this prequel adventure, which we don't know exactly how long it is yet, it's still gonna be pretty expensive in a page per dollar ratio. But I have to tell you, from what I've seen so far, I'm kind of liking what is coming out here. I'm actually really excited about the length of the adventure and what it seems like the prequel adventure will be too. I don't like how almost universally, all of the 5e modules are super long. A lot of these are gonna take you like a year to finish. We do know that there's gonna be 12 chapters in the adventure that's included in the box set, which is only 64 pages, so these are gonna be pretty bite-sized, kind of adventure of the week, and they really fit what Spelljammer is, which is a setting that doesn't take itself too seriously. You've got space clowns, the GIF, which are also the GIF. There's literally an argument referencing that in the text of Unearthed Arcana. And what we've seen from the Monstrous Compendium so far, there are very dangerous enemies, but actually a lot of these are sort of really antagonizing and annoying. You have goon balloons that burst into poison gas, fractines that can capture a creature within it, and then it splits into pieces, and there's more of them. You have the asteroid spider, which looks innocuous like an asteroid, and surprise, you have star lancers that are invisible. They're flying sharks. And somehow all of these things that seemingly have nothing to do with each other normally just fit together beautifully, like they were meant to be together into this setting. It's just kind of this anything goes realm where every weird thing belongs. There's tons of anthropomorphic animals and creatures, and it really reminds me of franchises like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Sam & Max, where there's just a zaniness, and I'm actually a big fan of those franchises. It's very comedic in nature, but it still seems like it's gonna deliver good challenges based on, the monster stats that we've seen in the Monstrous Compendium, the Unearthed Arcana, where we've seen some of the species traits. I mean, look at Plasmoids. Plasmoids, if they're naked and have no items, can squeeze through tiny spaces, but they have to leave that behind. They can extend a pseudopod made out of their plasma 10 feet in front of them. It's like a ooze-based 10-foot pole. The Thri-Kreen, they have a camouflage carapace where they can sort of change color and shift around to hide themselves. Autognomes are shaping up to be my favorite. I really like this table. Not so much necessarily that it's a rollable table, although you could make characters like that, and I think that's totally fun too, to have to sort of improv based on what you get. But just the content of it, this connection to their creators and this motivation for who they are and what they're trying to do. We can kind of see some of this continued if you get in close on the GM screen. A lot of this is tables. So we're gonna crash. We're gonna find random cargo. We're gonna find random tasks that have to be done on the ship. My favorite thing actually on the DM screen is the ship quirks table. That's looking really good so far. I mean, I can't read what they are, but that's just a nice way to quickly get some flavor, some personality into something. It's not everything, but it's a great starting point to build off when I've had tables like this in the past. These always end up snowballing into bigger ideas, and the weird things that happen with them are some of the most memorable things that tend to happen in games like this. So that's something I'm gonna keep looking out for. And so all of this that we're seeing, it really comes down to tone. Yes, this is a campaign setting that's in space. No other D&D stuff is like that. There's plenty of other RPGs that are like that, but this has a tone, and its tone is, hey, anything goes, throw in the kitchen sink, let's have some lighthearted hijinks and good times. You certainly can run Forgotten Realms with that kind of tone too, but this campaign setting specifically is just ripe for those kind of wacky adventures. So this kind of tone fits exactly with my taste and what I like to do with D&D, so I'm very excited to see what they're gonna do in July with that prequel adventure. We don't have a date for that yet, and on August 16th when they drop the full box, and I'm gonna check both of those out right here on the channel. So until then, keep rolling and have fun.